Don't you just get goosebumps? Do you feel Boston strong? The Buffalo Sabres went there to help lift the spirits of a city that is just dealing with so much right now, and that was just an emotional night for hockey fans, fans around the world looking at Boston. Very inspirational. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Diana Fairbanks.
And I'm your CW star, Matt Snyder.
We have a lot to get to this morning in our program. We want to let you know that Chef Marco's in the kitchen today, and he's going to be making a great Italian dish that has one of my favorite ingredients. We're talking about artichokes.
And we'll be talking about making over your home. First, we'll head over to Ethan Allen to learn how to incorporate a piece from a catalog into your own home decor. And then we're going to head over to CIL Asset Recovery because they have an auction this weekend. And we'll be giving away a patio set, so get your phones ready and be ready to call the number we'll give you.
I was just thinking I need to get up my patio furniture. All right, we also want to talk about the fact that it's almost Earth Day. We're going to be talking to Senator Mark Grisanti about efforts to help make Western New York and your home a little bit more environmentally friendly.
And how prepared is your workplace for an emergency? We'll talk to the Better Business Bureau and learn some helpful tips.
Also coming up in our broadcast this morning, we want to talk to you more about what's happening in Texas overnight. Huge explosion there. What we know so far, about 160 people injured. First reports, 5 to 15 reported dead. They're still investigating the latest on that situation. We do want to get to that in news this morning, but we also want to talk about the latest from Boston, and including the win last night for the Sabres as they played the Bruins. The first game since the Boston Marathon bombings. They wanted a shootout, 3-2. This is a game, of course, more than the final score, though. From the blue and gold ribbons the players and coaches wore in their uniforms, the colors of the Boston Marathon, to the moment of silence and a moving montage before the game. Clear, both teams wanted to make it a very special night for the Boston fans. Such a hard week for everyone there. The Boston Fire Department Honor Guard led off a special version of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as high as we, whose Christ and Christ are through the perilous side, for the red cross we lost, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets
Oh, it's just incredible to watch, you know, especially seeing folks fighting back tears, and the harder they're fighting back the tears, the louder they're singing, the goosebumps. I think everybody in the studio this morning, everybody at home, I mean, you got to be affected by that. So emotional. That's not the only image, though, that's really going to stick with us from the last night. Take a look at this picture. We're going to talk about the following the Sabres shootout. Both teams met at center ice for this special tribute, a special salute. Steve Ott said after the game that some of the Sabres players set up this stick salute during warm-ups today. So, you know, just another way that Buffalo and the Sabres, you know, reaching out to the Boston community, letting them know that, of course, we're with you, we're thinking about you, we're doing everything we can to support our friends and family and fellow Americans in Boston.
And I think it's just a statement of how much we're banding together.
Yeah.
You know, if this is not, you know, a picture of the fact that we're not going to let things like this, you know, instill us with fear, I don't know what it is. I was watching the game yesterday, and the whole room went silent when they started to sing the national anthem, and it was just, you know, it was a moment of, you know, lightness in the whole thing that's going on in Boston right now. So.
Great sense of togetherness for sure. Hey, it is Throwback Thursday, though. We want to mention that, of course, where it's a new segment we're starting here on Winging It Buffalo Style, where we take an image from Buffalo's past and celebrate it as a view of our future as well. Take a look at this picture. It's in Delaware Park. Hoyt Lake there, just gorgeous, really lovely. This was taken by Buffalonian Joe Rizzo, provided to us by his grandson Joe. Gorgeous day, 1928 Delaware Park, and it really looks pretty similar to how you'd see it today. You know, and I think Buffalo's been so lucky that we've really been able to celebrate some of our famous architecture from the past. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, I think that if you take away the people in, you know, the clothes that look a little bit different, get rid of that old-fashioned car, it would look as if I went down to Hoyt Lake and took a picture of myself, which is awesome that we have these little bits of history right at our fingertips that we can be transported back to the past in.
Yeah, well, of course, we all know today, to the left there, that would be the 198. That's a whole nother point of, you know, contention. But that picture looks beautiful, and that scene there is still beautiful today. So
and
we
I
are
love
quite lucky.
the one little car right by the lake. Someone wanted to get a little closer and didn't want to walk.
Well, and Buffalo had quite the cash back in the day, so, you know, get that car out there if that's your deal.
All right, well, we do want to talk a little bit about sprucing up your home. So have you ever been looking through a catalog, saw a piece of furniture you liked, but weren't sure how you could bring it into your own home? Well, Ethan Allen made this all simple. Their designers have some really helpful tips.